Whack-a-whack-a-do. What's up?
Howdy.
What's up at the skate park? You've been there recently, right? They've been talking about you, talking about Big Pat down at the skate park.
I know that's a lie because they call me.
Yeah,
Little Pat
I heard
that. Yeah. You've heard the talk of Big Pat.
I talk to kids about things and issues. They want to know what an adult thinks.
They want to know what a middle-aged man thinks about those clothes they're wearing.
They want to know about the clothes I'm wearing. They're like, hey, why are you wearing that? What are those? And I'm like, yeah, they want to know my style.
Which I don't know if you mentioned how you were mistook for another person recently.
I was at a Tesseract show. They thought I was the vocalist of the band, and they told me I did a good job. And I was like, I didn't play. And they were like, oh, of course we know, but good job.
Yeah, they were very embarrassed.
That was pretty fun. So this is Comrade Britt.
This is Pat.
The podcast is Soy Trek. Welcome. Yeah. Guess what? We have a guest today. And hello. If y'all remember, we used to have a third host, Spenser.
Used to. That used to's carrying a lot of weight right there.
Yeah.
But I'm back, the prodigal son.
Former
returns.
Host, yes.
Ex-podcaster.
Yes, indeed. Once you're a podcaster, you're always a podcaster.
Yeah, you born a podcaster, die a podcaster.
Like, I'm keeping those files up for life,
like saying
Spenser.
Once a virgin, you're always a virgin. You know, that's not true, though.
Spenser, like, combined, you've done like 130 episodes of like multi-hour-long podcasts. There's at least like 300 plus hours of content of you just talking with me and or Pat out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It could be used to create an AI of my voice and have me say terrible things, offensive things I would never say.
Yeah, but things you'd think about saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I think about a lot of things I never say.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
It already has compiled your predictive text that you put in your phone, and it knows you're going to say that.
Oh, it's just...
Honestly, totally. They're making that of all of us, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to live on digitally. You realize that we're part of the first generation, I think, that's going to live on digitally. Or maybe Gen X a little bit, but I think we are going to be the ones who truly live on.
Like our great grandchildren will be able to like look at our archived Facebook profiles and shit.
Oh God.
Yeah. So like they'll be able to see like here's all the fucked up shit your grandpa got up to online because we figured out how to track it all.
I'm looking forward to like my great grandchildren finding my FetLife.
Yeah.
Grandpa's got a huge dick. Like,
here's Grandpa's spread asshole.
Yeah. Nice.
Jeez, Grandpa sure could come a lot. Makes sense why there's so many of us.
Well, I thought you're spermless now. That's the whole gimmick, is it not?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now.
That's not going to prevent me from trying, though.
Yeah. Your next, Spenser, you have to also get a vasectomy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so hyped. I just let's kill them all. Metallica's Kill 'Em All down there. I'm ready.
Right.
Let's go.
You think that's a hammer on the cover. That's a little blowtorch, cauterizing the vast difference right there.
Yeah,
let's go.
Smells a little like steak when they burn it, like a little sizzle.
Yeah, it makes it kind of hungry. Nice. Hungry for balls.
Oh man, yeah. I was watching a show earlier today, and a character was laying on a bed naked, and he was talking on the phone, and he looked down and he said, "Speaking of boiled eggs, I'm not wearing pants right now."
That's a pretty good line, to be honest. Yeah.
It's a pretty good line, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd like
his huevos.
Yeah. Like, hey, Hey.
Huevos rancheros, baby.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm down here in Mexico. I got huevos rancheros every day. You know.
Are you in Mexico
I think that's
right
what they
now?
call swamp ass or something. No, I'm in Texas. It's basically Mexico.
He's in Texaco.
I mean, it used to be Mexico.
He's in Texaco, the gas station.
Yeah, technically you are still.
Texaco, the gas station. So he's basically there.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be harder harder to get a vasectomy there? You think?
I think probably easier. Actually, my buddy actually just did it somewhat recently, and he was like, "Yo, it was easy. I went to this guy, and it was like chill, and then I got a ride home, and it was like easy. If you want a ride, I'll give you a ride." And I was like, "All right, dude, let's do it, man."
Yeah. You gotta have your vasectomy, bros. Fucking Pat.
You gotta.
Pat didn't ask me for a ride back from the vasectomy.
I just thought you were
busy. You thought it. You didn't even ask. You just took like a $80 Uber or some shit. Like,
well, I was planning on
Pat. Obviously, your testicles are important to print. Like,
yes,
come on.
You know, I'm a vasectomy bro. I was the original vasectomy bro.
That's true.
I inspired you, friend.
True.
And now I also have to lend my ability to drive someone to a vasectomy clinic.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I need to always be driving.
You got to pay it forward, dude.
Vigilant.
Yeah. You're the Haley Joel now. You're the Haley Joel now. You got to pay it forward, dude.
Hell yeah. But in the Sixth Sense, so you can see dead people too.
That's true.
Oh, that's sick.
I just see the ghosts of all the dead sperm. They're just like, why?
You just see a lot of wet spots everywhere. Everything's sticky.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme? It went around somewhat recently, and it's like a drawing of like a young woman walking, and there's like all these like ghost babies following her.
Yes, I have. That? Yeah, it's done
so good, right?
It was made with AI. Like they used the Pixar AI thing, and
that's what it looks like. Yeah,
and
that's so good. I love seeing stuff like that.
She has tattoos, and she's sad while all these all of her abortions are crying at her. Yeah.
I mean, good for her. Though.
I hate when my abortions haunt me.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely made as an anti-abortion thing, but it just seems sick. Like, you mean like they're just going to follow me and scream?
That rocks.
Yeah. I mean, it reads to me as like, hey, now I don't got to worry about all these fucking annoying babies. Like, I can just do my thing, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Like I was made a joke on Twitter the other day where it's just like. Because the big thing right now is like calling people who don't want or couples who don't want children dinks, like dual income, no kids.
Yeah, dinks. Yeah, like Mr. Dink from Doug. That's awesome. Dink rocks. No.
Dink rocks. Yeah. And they're called. They're like all these people like they're genetic dead ends. I was just like they're ending a 30,000 year bloodline, and it's just like I was just like, well, that's pretty cool. Imagining like a ghost of my caveman ancestors screaming and crying as I walked into the vasectomy clinic. Yeah. It's like, no!
Screaming, crying,
no cut. You know? Yeah. Me wrestle saber-toothed tiger to bred my seed, and now you end it. No. Good, motherfucker.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So,
I'm into that. I'm into the dink. I'm into the sink. You know, I'm into the whatever ink.
Sink, single income, no kids.
And no kids.
Are you into the fink?
Yeah, that's what I got right now.
Like, yeah. Are you into the fink, like the rat
think
fink?
Different, actually.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I think different, actually.
Rat fink, cool.
Rat fink.
So we are here today to watch something that Spencer here recommended to us.
Yeah.
And I thought, hey, you know what? It might be fun to have Spencer back, especially because guess what it is? It's a kind of a special occasion today.
Oh,
can anyone guess? It's our 200th episode.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. This is our 200th episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
Glad to be here. I was on an early episode. Now I'm on a late episode.
You were on a lot of early episodes.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So
the 200.
Yeah.
200.
So Spencer, do you want to tell us what you recommended to us, or do you want me to?
Hell yeah, I do. Okay, so let me flash back for a second. Okay, It's summer of 2022.
Sure.
Now, during summer 2022, I was going through some shit.
A summer bummer?
Depressed.
A summer bummer.
A summer bummer, yeah. So I was listening to a lot of like podcasts and shit. You know, as you do, you got to drown out the voices in your head. tell you to do bad stuff. You don't want to do the bad stuff.
Don't want to do it.
So I'm listening to these podcasts, right? One of the podcasts I'm listening to is the Always Sunny podcast.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, it's the guys from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and they talk about the episodes that they have made and give a little backstory to like how they made the episodes, kind of. During one of that, they started talking about a pilot that they made in 2008 and 2009 for a Star Trek parody sitcom for Fox. And they talk about how they produced a pilot, and at the end of their talking about that, they go, "Hey, is that on YouTube?" And they go, and one of them goes like, "I don't know, but I hope so." And I was like, "Dang, I should look that up." Well, guess what I didn't do? I didn't look that up. I forgot about it entirely until YouTube recommended it to me the other day. And I was like, I remember this. I remember them talking about this. And so I watched it, and I was like, I got to tell Britt and Pat about this. Have they talked about this? Because they need to watch this.
Never heard of it before you mentioned it.
I was surprised.
And so... Yeah, so what it's called is Boldly Going Nowhere. And they made one episode of it. It's available on YouTube. You can watch it for free. And yeah, that's how we're here. It's how we got here.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Thank you. Knocked it out of the park there. So as you said, this was made by the guys who did Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Charlie Day, Glenn Howerton, and Rob McElhenney. McElhenney. Although they don't play a very prominent role in this, it seems like they kind of get rid of Glenn Howerton's character. Maybe Charlie Day's barely in it. And,
spoilers.
Yeah, and Rob McElhenney is not in it at all. I don't think, is he?
No, he does have a cameo, but I don't know where he is. I know he's in it somewhere, but I don't. I think he might be when Caitlin Olsen is on screen. I think he's the guy that walks by in the towel.
Okay, that makes sense.
I could be wrong, but I think that's I think that's him.
I got that.
Yeah, there's lots of Always Sunny adjacent. Like even though they're not like main characters, there's a bunch of Always Sunny adjacent characters.
Yeah, character actors from Always Sunny.
Which is fantastic. Yeah, all the people I really like, all the people who have like amazing smaller roles and Always Sunny show up as main characters in this.
Totally. I love to see Artemis. I think I couldn't understand what they call her. Do they call her Stardemis?
Yes, her name in this is Stardemis. Yeah.
That's incredible. Incredible humor. So good.
Yeah, I think I saw a comment where someone was just like, "Oh, they call her Stardemis, so this is guaranteed to be one of Charlie's pain-induced hallucinations or something," which would have been really funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is funny. I like that.
All right, fellas, we want to dive right into this episode.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's go. So, on a starship, some elevator music plays while people work. Pilot Joyce Beck has an announcement. People have been abusing their simulation deck, basically holodeck, privileges, and fucking holograms. She says she'll file an official report if it's not used for specifically training. The captain asks for ideas, and a crewman suggests knocking before entering. Another guy played by Rickety Cricket from Always Sunny says he hasn't been able to train himself off in weeks.
Yeah, if there can be like people spending less time in there, like because I haven't been able to train myself off in weeks.
I really liked how they played this whole scene. I thought that this joke was pretty good. Here's the thing. I think what's interesting to say about this joke is that, like, although joking about like people jacking off in the holodeck is like very common practice these days, in 2009 when this was made, this was like kind of ahead of the curve in that regard. They're not the first ones to come up with this joke, obviously, but like
no, that Soy Trek was the first
in terms
one.
of like making comedy specifically about it. I feel like they they're onto something.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it's expressly used, like especially in Deep Space Nine. It's just like a place for people to go, just fuck holograms.
Yeah,
come
and like and that, but it's never treated as a point of comedy. And I guess 2009 they probably were the first to be like, yeah, that's fucking weird.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
So, a robot played by Tony Hale from Arrested Development, among other places. Great comedic character actor. He's talking to a microwave in the snack area, And they have a snack area on the bridge, which I really like.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And the captain wonders why he doesn't eat. So they receive a call from their supervisor.
He's like, what are you doing over there? You don't eat. And he's like, don't I?
Yeah, very, very cryptic.
Just give each other looks. One thing that's funny is I think that the captain talks exactly the way that Mac talks in Always Sunny, and it's very clear that he is written exactly like that character. So I don't know, it's funny.
Yeah. So they receive a call from their supervisor, and he tells them they're 22 million miles off course, and he hears they're trying to arm the ship, which is not part of their mission. There's an inspector there that they won't let inside. They decide to let him inside because he can fire on their ship, and they're not armed yet. So
what's funny about the scene, though, is like this guy has been waiting outside the ship for 3 days, and they've just been ignoring him.
I totally get that. Like, I totally get, like, you know, the government waiting for you and me being like, no, stop sending me letters. I also
really like that their stated mission for all of this is literally just collecting moon rocks. Like, that is their job. It is not any more complex than that. It's just like, your job is collecting moon rocks.
They're like contractors, and so I assume they work for some like mineral acquisition firm that is looking for like different minerals on different moons, and so like collecting samples from different moons actually does make a lot of sense. I don't think they'd be like in a giant pile like they present them here.
Yeah, I guess this is definitely like not like a post-scarcity utopia like Star Trek. It's definitely like shitty. It's just like they're working dead-end jobs and like and still have to like pay for things and and it sucks.
So they decide to let the inspector inside. Rickety Crickets is talking to his housewife, who is played by Sweet D from Always Sunny. And she's
presumably back on Earth, right?
Right. She's like making a long distance call, obviously, and she's ignoring him mostly, watching the shopping channel instead. She asks him for more money for the kids. Suddenly, a guy in a towel walks behind her.
I really liked how they did this scene too, where he's like, "Whoa, what was that? What was that? Who's that guy?"
And she's like, "I think we're getting interference.
I'm sorry, I don't hear you. Are you going behind a moon?"
They keep on using that,
which is a callback to an earlier scene where they make the joke of going around the moon.
Oh yeah. So like, I was like, "Can I see the kids? Can I see the kids?" And this was like, no. Are they even around?
So I don't know where they are.
The captain comes in and tells him they have to let the inspector in. The inspector is incredulous and played by Glenn Howerton of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Dennis. He reminds the captain he's a private contractor and wants to be taken to see the moon rocks they supposedly collected. He takes them there, but it turns out it's just a hologram. There are no moon rocks. They vanished into, as they say, a black man, or a black hole, rather. Suddenly, Charlie Day...
I really like that. It's one of those scenes where they both like stutter the same thing out at the same time. And he's like, "Oh, they fell into a black," and then Rickety Cricket just says, "Man," which is great. Good joke.
Yeah. So suddenly Charlie Day enters, who in a robe, saying he's there to train himself, which is a good callback. So on the bridge, they introduce the inspector, and he speaks with the chief of security, played by Cuddy from The Wire, and also Z from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The captain tells the crew that rock collecting sucks, and they're only a few steps away from becoming explorers. Joyce says the last time she trusted the captain, she had to have an abortion, an emotional abortion, which I really like that.
I do like how it does hang, and everyone looks at her like, "You guys fucked," and he's like, "We laid together once," or something.
Yeah. So the robot and an old guy named John are unclear, and John is very uncomfortable and old. Security Chief Cobalt shows the inspector the brig, and there's a guy in there for chewing gum too loud.
He's like, "What are these people in here for?" And he's like, "Oh, like being too loud or like being a punk ass bitch.
I was chewing gum. You were snapping that shit.
He's like, you were snapping that shit and chewing it all loud and bothering everybody. That guy's really funny. He's in The Wire.
Yeah, he's Cuddy.
Yeah, he's awesome. And
he is awesome.
And Z and his character Z in Always Sunny is really funny, where he's just like kind of just like also like one of like Frank's scumbag friends.
He then shows the the inspector his bodybuilding trophy room, and he won't let him leave until he sees light in his eyes from his trophies. This is a pretty fun. It's kind of a long but a fun scene. I thought they built it pretty well.
I feel like this one's a little too long, but I like what they're doing. It is a funny moment.
Right.
Yeah, and I think it kind of like and leads to the payoff.
Yeah, for sure.
A little later.
For sure.
Because
I also feel like.
Even?
I also feel like if they had gotten more episodes for this, they could have like developed these characters more. That moments like this wouldn't feel as long because we would know these characters better. You know, they would be more funny. But still good.
Yeah. So down in engineering, the captain asks about thruster orders, but there is a fishman there that insists the order was for boosters. They have kind of a disagreement, and the fishman asks if he wants to make this about race. And it's a pretty fun moment. I don't know exactly what it was trying to say, but it was pretty fun.
What did he call himself? He's like
a manimal or something, or manamorph, or I don't know.
Or humanphibian or something.
Yeah, humanophibian, I think, or something like that. Yeah. And he's got like gills around his neck that flare up when he's angry. Yeah. I really like that he like pulls out a work order. He comes down and he's like, "Hey, are you working on the thrusters?" He's like, "You didn't tell me about thrusters. You said boosters. So let me show you the work order." I like that.
Yeah, this was a good scene. It like built a bit character like up pretty well in just like a short amount of time. I thought like I'd like to see the Fishman again, but we'll never see him again.
Yeah.
So back with Cobalt, he's showing the inspector his bodybuilding poses to also spake Thassathura from 2001: A Space Odyssey, and this scene is great.
It's like, you want to know what's going on in this ship?
Yeah,
this is like one of those scenes where they're doing a montage of interviewing different characters. We have Glenn Howard interviewing the different characters on the ship. And it's just kind of flitting between them at random, right? Yeah. But they're each like being goofy in their own kind of ways.
Yeah, the inspector talks to the robot, Tony Hale, who says the captain took his penis from him, which is pretty fun.
Oh, I liked that. I liked that a lot. He's like, what? And he's like, he's hiding my penis.
So like, he's like starts off as just like, you don't have hair like other robots. He's like, yes, he's been modifying me. He fears a robot rebellion, which is why he's stolen my penis.
See, this could have been a good joke in a future episode if they had like another Tony Hale robot that had hair.
Yeah.
Like that would be like a fun callback.
And also a very visible dick print underneath his clothes.
Yeah. Just a dong, just hanging mad dong.
You know, they would know what we would want to see. You know, I feel like they would give it to us.
Yeah. They could have gotten Willem Dafoe for that. Apparently, he has an enormous penis.
Hey.
That's what I've heard.
Right, or Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson supposedly has a baby arm.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why Willem Dafoe had to use a
special set of skills. It's a big ass dick.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe had to have a stunt dick for Antichrist because his dick was too big.
It was the only stunt in the entire film.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed to go with a smaller dick because Lars von Trier thought Willem Dafoe's massive dick would be unbelievable.
Yeah. Is that a compliment? Like, man, your dick is like actually unbelievable.
Yeah.
Most of the audience, right? For that movie.
Yeah. I mean that was. Okay, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, there's not a lot of dicks in media that I saw growing up. You know, and like I never felt like I was seeing penises
no
in content. I'm glad that seems to be changing. We need to see more hogs.
I mean, it's definitely like more of a
see
foreign
those snakes
thing.
Hanging.
Yeah, there's a lot of foreign stuff with a lot more dongs in the 80s and 90s especially. And then like queer stuff has always had tons of dongs.
Also, I'm pretty sure in you see Robin Williams' dick a lot. And
yeah, only if you Google it, weirdo.
No, but
like some fucking weirdo.
No, he was in what's it called? That one movie, The Fisher King. He shows dick.
Does he?
Yeah, he shows dong.
He shows dick in he hangs snake in that shit. I downloaded that movie recently.
Oh yeah, and also World's Greatest Dad, he hangs dong. There's extended scene of slow motion, Robin Williams' dick moving in slow motion. So
yeah, more like World's Greatest Dong.
Yeah, yeah, pretty.
Yeah,
if I'm remembering correctly, I do believe he hangs dong in Fisher King, and that came out in like the 90s.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that rocks. Yeah, Billy Bob's in that one, huh? Billy Bob hang dong too.
Billy Bob's got to hang dong.
I think Billy Bob.
Yeah,
has
he's got huge big dick energy. Like a just
that
just
dude's snake has slithered into a movie before. We know this,
Straight
right?
Yeah,
for sure.
So the inspector also talks to a horny alien girl on staff, and then Joyce, who talks about the captain and how he thinks he's going to find someone prettier than her. And then she propositions the inspector. The inspector is unimpressed.
I do love this scene because in a very short amount of time, you really get to know how unique every single character is on this ship. And they all seem like amazing characters, especially Startimus. I love Artemis in general on Always Sunny, and it does seem like she's just playing like an insane.
She's doing the same character.
The same character,
crazier.
And I would pay good money to have seen this this show instead of like the Orville or something like that.
No, let's be honest. You would have watched it on my server for free.
Yeah,
you would not have paid good money.
But if I give it a
imagine
chance.
Imagine if this show had gone to series though in 2009. It would be up against shows like Community and Modern Family. Like what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Glee. Yeah.
So it was actually Glee was selected over it.
What?
Apparently,
I heard this.
As the show that I think Fox wanted to go with or something.
Wow.
They obviously picked the right one, right?
I mean, definitely the more.
For real,
yeah.
More commercially successful property, obviously.
Yeah.
I do, but I think like but now like who talks of Glee? You know, it's like Glee has reached its
theater
endpoint.
kids.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like if we had the Boldly Going Nowhere, that would have like it would still exist to this day. I have faith in it.
I don't like. I mean,
we have
currently with Always Sunny, maybe not. I don't know. Like show running 2 shows, even for 3 people, might be a lot.
Yeah, but it does seem like their kind of roles in it were diminished, like just as sort of like appearing occasionally.
As actors,
it seemed like more of a vehicle for all of their for all the Always Sunny adjacent people.
Right, and the writing.
Yeah. And the writing, yeah.
So speaking of the writing, after this show was passed over. In August 2009, Glenn Howerton revealed that the pilot was being rewritten with Seinfeld writer Larry Charles involved to add more science fiction elements. But then it got caught in production hell. Never went anywhere. No. Wild
Hate
stuff.
To see it.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
So, let's go back to the episode here. Rickety Crickets, that guy, calls his brother to try to get a number from an arms dealer that he gave them, but it was a fake number, and they paid him.
Right. So so like the captain bought a number from Rickety Cricket's cousin that was our brother.
Yeah, I think it was his brother.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a fake number, and then they're all like trying to. They're trying to intimidate him over the voicemail.
Yeah, and they're not doing a good job until Cobalt comes in and threatens to rip out his ass out of his ass and shove it down his throat so he can watch him choke on his own ass. Which
it just rocks. That rocks.
It was pretty good. It was a good scene. I enjoyed it. It didn't make any sense, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But that convinces him, and he sends the money back. I guess and they tell him.
Oh no, they just end the voicemail.
Okay, because they tell him good job, Cobalt. So I thought he might have achieved something.
They just want it to be successful.
Yeah, they just thank Cobalt for his input.
Yeah,
so,
he had good input, I think.
Yeah. So the inspector comes in and basically says they didn't do well, and everyone on the ship is crazy, and the captain is an incompetent moron. He says he has to stay there to make sure they finish their mission. Then he leaves.
So I like at this point when he's like insulting the entire crew, and like Tony Hale's robot is very loving the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's experiencing joy from watching all of the people be taken down because he hates everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I just Tony Hale's acting that was really good.
Yeah, he's very great. So the captain says it's okay to his crew, and life is about embracing challenges. He decides to win over the inspector by making him feel like part of the team. And how are they going to do that? Hazing. So they decide to haze him by stunning him with blasters.
This is a very Always Sunny direction.
Yeah. So they decide to haze him by sneaking up behind him while distracting him and stunning him with blasters. Which is something apparently they said they've done before. So they do this. They put this plan into action, and they stun him with blasters. But, as they go to write something on his forehead, they notice he is, in fact, dead. The Rickety Crickets guy, he accidentally switched his weapon to dead because he didn't understand the difference between the X'd out eyes, which was for stun, and the closed eyes, which was for dead.
Which is great. I love this. I truly believe people would screw that up. If we had,
100%. It doesn't make any sense, though. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It is great. Like, it just shows like the level of incompetence in this fake federation where they're just like making really shitty products that can be easily misinterpreted.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's farcical.
Yes.
So the captain sets a course out of there, and they launch the dead inspector into a nebula. There's some stuff you can't hear because I think it was copyrighted material.
Yeah.
On the video.
Right.
But that's fine. So,
but it is great to see them shoot a CGI Glenn Howerton into a nebula.
That was pretty fun, actually.
And there's a douche written on his forehead in Sharpie.
Yeah. So, did you two catch the after credit sequence?
Yes.
What was it after? I don't think so.
So after the credits, the robot played by Tony Hale talks to the microwave about mutiny, and then the captain comes in on him, and it's pretty fun. Yeah. But that's the episode.
Oh, you know what they also could have done in a future plotline? They could have had Glenn Howerton's body end up on a Star Trek 3 planet that revives him or something, and he comes back as a villain,
a Khan type villain.
There's so much fun stuff they could do with that. You know?
No, So what do you guys think about this episode here?
It was surprisingly good. I would say pretty solid.
Yeah, I was laughing hysterically watching this.
I would have watched more of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it would have been great to see their sort of takes on, as you said, with a possibility Glenn Howerton being resurrected, and just in a very weird way. There's so much possibility. There's so much fruit to take from this tree. That was just squandered.
Learning about Stardemus's race or whatever would be fun. Or more Tony Hales.
Oh, so much more Tony Hale. I love Tony Hale.
A weird Soong type situation with Tony Hale would be really funny.
Yeah, just sort of a dark Data, just a fucked up Data. Because that's what he just because he did have sort of a Data type look to him.
But he was kind of incompetent.
He was kind of incompetent and very evil.
And neurotic. Just a big weirdo. It's why would you... I think it's so funny, too, for a joke robot, because it's why would you make a robot like that? Why would you make your robot a weird neurotic man who is insane? It makes no sense. It's great.
And why would you make him look like Tony Hale?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting decision.
That's the thing. It could be he's made in the likeness of his creator. We could have met Tony Hale in old man makeup, who built the robots.
It should have been Jeffrey Tambor.
yeah, Jeffrey Tambor. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. It's like, and then the joke is like, why did you make your robot look like this?
Like, he looks like my son.
Yeah,
pretty good.
There was a lot of missed opportunity. It's really sad. Yeah, this is the first we're all hearing of this show.
Yeah, the first and last, baby.
Right?
Yeah, it's like it kind of makes me sad because like now we saw like what the possibilities could have been, and it was just taken from us. It's like sort of like a hinge point that happened in American culture where we could have gone one way to have this brand new universe.
They stole Always Sunny in Space from us.
They stole Always Sunny in Space from us. Return.
They did. I hate that. That sucks.
Instead we have Glee.
Which
is like shit you hear in the grocery store still. Yeah. Which is okay.
You got Jane Lynch.
I like Jane Lynch.
I like Jane Lynch.
Yeah.
She's in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
She's in Party Down.
Yeah, she's great in Party Down.
Yeah, she is good in Party Down. Mm-hmm. That's true. All right. Fine. We have Jane Lynch.
Yeah, we have Jane Lynch.
I'll allow it.
Let's be happy.
But I would have liked Startimus.
We need white ladies who can play an angry neighbor, and Jane Lynch is perfect for that role.
Yeah, she's also in what's it called? Only Murders in the Building as Steve Martin's body double.
Oh,
but that's a really good. Yeah, and she apparently steals all of his girlfriends.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's what I'd do too if I was someone's body double.
Especially Steve Martin. You definitely want to steal Steve Martin's girlfriend.
Yeah, he's with the finest baddies out there for sure.
Yeah, well, they do give him pretty age-appropriate girlfriends in that show. So
okay, so we're talking some gilfs.
They do. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
the gilfted age.
Yeah, he's just banging all the gilfs in that building. So.
Hell yeah, that's what I do.
Dude, he spends all day in them gilf mines, dude. Yeah. All day in them gilf mines.
His name is Martin Short, but you know it's Martin Long, baby.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's Martin Short and Steve Martin's Martin Long.
I think Martin Short hangs more dong than Steve Martin. Is that a bold thing to say?
I would believe it. No, I don't think it's a bad thing to say. I think you look at Martin Short and you're like, no way, this guy is short.
Yeah, right. You know, we got a trouser snake.
First thing I thought.
We got a real anaconda up in there.
Yeah,
it's gonna bite. It's gonna bite.
Yeah, we never know because Martin Short's never been in a Lars von Trier film.
That's true.
So we don't know.
Yeah,
like he's gonna be in Pro-Christ.
Apparently Lars von Trier is like into the dick replacement. So we never know. We never take a dick seriously in a Lars von Trier film. It's always potentially a tricky dick. You know,
I'm gonna go ahead and clip that. Never take a dick seriously from you. I think that's a good quote to clip.
Cool.
Never take a dick seriously.
No.
Never.
You gotta take it in a silly way.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, take a dick in a silly way.
Yeah, you like that dick, take it in a silly way. Get the clown makeup. It's time to get silly.
I mean, that's one of my favorite masturbation euphemisms, punching the clown. I think that's really good. I think it's a really good one. It's not used enough.
Where did that one come from?
Punching clowns and how hot it is.
Yeah, but I don't see it. I don't see what any part of that looks like punching
the clown. Yeah,
I don't see how it looks like that. I don't get it. You know, there's some less great euphemisms. You know, there's like stroking the one-eyed weasel or some kind of bullshit or something. Just,
I was choking the chicken.
The weasel.
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm coming, buddy.
Wheeze my juice. I'm wheezing the juice over here. So I guess we can trace that one back to Pauly Shore, but punching the clown, like that has to be lost to the winds.
Would you say? Do you think Hamas's goal at this moment is to wheeze the Jews?
That's That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think you're right, but
I should probably edit that one out.
Just bleep it. Just like leave it in, but bleep it. You know.
Yeah. Well, now I'm imagining tactical Pauly Shore.
Tactical Pauly Shore. Hell yeah, I'm Pauly. Wheezing the juice.
I'm gonna wheeze these Jews.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. You think Pauly Shore is Pauly, like P-O-L-Y? Do you think he's P-O-L-Y Shore?
Like a cracker? Like wants a cracker?
Yeah, no, that's P-O-L-L-Y. Like, I think they should make a show called Pauly Shore. That's like a reality show that takes place on a beach and everyone is like a swinger.
I'm pretty sure they did make a Pauly Shore type show recently, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, it's called like Fuck Island or something.
That's pretty cool.
Or
they should have called it Pauly Shore though. That's a much better name. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a better name. Yeah.
Or Pauly Shore is Dead, I think.
Oh no, that was a movie that he made, a documentary back in like 2008 or something.
Also, he was
Is that like the God Is Not Dead movies, like a Christian thing?
No, it's like a kind of a mockumentary about Pauly Shore and like his fall from grace or whatever.
Yeah. I think the last thing he was in was that, I don't know if you guys ever saw like the Pinocchio trailer that he did.
Oh my God, yeah, the Russian Pinocchio where it's just suddenly it's like, hey man, Geppetto, what's up, dude? Like,
I want to be a real boy.
It's Geppetto, you want to wheeze the juice? I don't want to wheeze the juice, and his nose grows.
It's just so funny because he's like a 60-year-old man, like doing playing a little boy.
He's a 60-year-old man who talks like Pauly Shore, doing a voice of a little boy. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's a weird vibe, man.
I live for that sort of like just like cinematic horror, like inadvertent cinematic horror. Like I think that's great.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm disappointed we didn't get any more Boldly Going Nowhere.
Yeah.
It looks like it lived up to the name.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sort of like self-fulfilling prophecy almost. Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's what they got when they named it.
Yeah. They should have called it Never Picked Up in Space.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, at least we got we're on season 20 something odd of like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's still going on.
It's like 18 or something, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I think they just finished their 16th season.
Is that right?
I think 17th is going to air soon.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, like the finale of that last season. Like I think after watching that last episode, I rewatched it like multiple times because there's an incredible scene in that last episode, which is like Dennis takes a mental health day.
Yeah,
and that one is the iconic episode.
Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to see that yet,
I don't watch anything past its like fourth season.
Yeah, jeez.
Dude, there's a lot of classics you got to watch. Yeah. Man, there's a lot of good stuff.
I mean, that's not true. I watched stuff into a 7th season for Star Trek.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I just finished is Lost.
Wow.
I watched that again.
Really?
The entirety of it, yeah.
Really? Holy shit. What do you think of it? What do you think of it? I want to know. Hit me with it.
Honestly, it's a really damn good series right up until like the very end. And they have one episode.
The end sucks, right?
The episode with Jacob and the Man in Black and their mom is the worst episode of the entire series, but it's the episode they try to use to like explain like everything, and it sucks.
Right.
So that almost ruins the series for me. Other than that, it's a pretty damn good series. You know?
I like the time travel stuff in season 5 a lot. I really like when what's his name from Lawnmower Man shows
Jeff
up.
Fahey. Yeah.
Jeff Fahey. Oh, he's so good in it. He's so good.
And Lapidus. Lapidus.
Captain Lapidus. Love Lapidus. Yeah. It's pretty good. I want to see that Lapidus, if you know what I mean.
He actually talked about that in an interview because it's supposed to be Lepidus because it's Greek, but they went with Lapidus.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
Huh? And like one of the first things he sees on the island is a cow's balls and dick.
Really?
Uh-huh.
We're like attached to the cow or just separate?
Yeah. No, attached to the cow. You see the cow like standing up and like he looks at his balls and dick first. It's a very intentional shot. It's very interesting.
Cool.
I mean, as you would do, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's what I would do.
Because it's a cow with a dick and penis, and not like
it's a bull. I mean, I guess. Yeah. But it's a well-behaved bull, so it makes me think.
And the
cow.
bull is standing on its hind legs.
No, it's just like standing there on four legs and walks away. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, when you're saying that, I thought it was like standing on its on like a human.
Yeah, it's a minotaur.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely minotaurs on Lost. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Well, you should watch it. It's pretty all right. Yeah.
I did watch the. I heard Mac from Always Sunny is in an episode, and so I watched that.
He is. I think he's in a couple episodes actually. Well, no, maybe it's just the one episode.
Mm.
That was during like the writers' strike episodes that are like really fucking miserable in season 3.
Yeah, where like Damon Lindelof was writing like everything, and it was like,
dude, the season 3 like gets rough, man.
Yeah, no,
but it picks up, it recovers.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, season 5 is pretty good, and season 6 is mostly good right up until the end. But then, like, the last episode is pretty strong too. But I mean, some of it's strong. There's some stuff. I've got some fucking questions about like the light tunnel and that shit that suck. But you know, it's kind of a little action thriller episode. It's kind of fun, like the fight with Locke and. I don't know. It's all right.
It's all epic. Yeah. It's all right. I've been thinking about rewatching it. It's been a long time. I was big into it when it was airing. Mm-hmm. I remember I watched the finale episode. I had to download it in 2 parts.
Okay.
And
I watched
the first part.
It's like an hour 40 minutes.
I watched and I was also supposed to leave for Portland that night. So I watched the first part with my friend before I left, and I watched the second part on my laptop in the car on the way down to Portland.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It was crazy.
Wild.
That's awesome.
It was wild. Mm-hmm. It was wild.
Yeah.
I never seen it because I didn't have a TV when it was on, so I just like passed it.
Why didn't you have a TV?
Well, I had one. I just didn't have cable, so I just like. And
it's not on cable. It was on ABC.
But like where
it was on ABC.
Like I only got several channels.
like ABC.
You're running out of options, man. We got you backed into a corner here.
No, it was.
We know you only got several channels, including ABC.
No, but I only got like. It was like on. I could only pick up with the antenna, and it just came in really shitty, and so like I just never watched TV. Like I just like picked up whatever came on. Like rented DVDs or something.
Yeah. What'd you jerk off
to? There you go.
On that TV.
Internet pornography.
Internet pornography.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nice.
Also, there was like sort of like a stain on the wall that looked like it had titties, so there was like.
Yeah, I love a stain. Love cranking it to a stain.
Yeah.
Or like toast.
A voluptuous stain.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
Well, I don't have cable, so I might as well crank it to these ceiling titties. So.
Yeah, ceiling titties or like a book.
Yeah.
There's just some words in a book that are hot.
Yeah. There was a particular.
You know what? I got an embarrassing thing I can admit here.
Sure.
One of the books that I jerked off to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
One of my youthful masturbations was to a sex scene in the Howard the Duck movie, like novel.
Oh, but it wasn't the duck tits, was it?
The novelization. That's amazing.
No, it was not duck tits. It was describing real tits.
Oh, nice.
But I think Howard the Duck was fucking the real woman. I don't remember, but like I think maybe I'm surprised I'm not a furry. I guess what I'm saying. I dodged a giant furry bullet. Somehow.
You would have been a feathery, I think.
Oh, don't love that.
And all I had
was...
was...
Can featheries?
Can
featheries say the N-word? Did we figure this out from the chart?
I'm a Confederate soldier.
Yeah, are furries do birds fall into furry categories?
Well, I mean, we got to consult the chart that I sent you guys. That chart explains all the furry subcultures and if they cannot say the N-word. It's important information, okay? Like, I send you guys only important stuff.
True.
Like, You know this.
This is educational material that'll come in handy in a pinch. I gotta print that out and laminate it and put it in my wallet so I can refer to it whenever in a tense situation.
Oh, wait, so hold on. They're on here. They're called avians. Okay, so this chart is called "Can Your Persona Say the N-Word?" It says avians. Bird skin has little to light pigmentation, and what color they do have is yellow. Their feather color is independent of their skin color. Avians cannot say the N-word.
That's good to know.
So I'd agree. Yeah, I'd say all furries who aren't black people cannot say it. I think that's probably
correct.
And that's all this chart needs to say.
But I think it's because you have to, because typically they don't take their fur heads off. So it's just like,
so you don't know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should use the honor system and just hope people aren't bad people who use racist terms openly because they think a fucking mask makes them a different race somehow.
Well,
now I have a pretty good reason to become a furry. You know?
Yeah, you do. I got a friend who can make a fursona for you, Cappies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they made a fursona for me
and me. Yeah, I'm a capybara.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
more like a fappy beara. Yeah,
I am a fappy beara. Yeah,
because you jerk off a lot.
Yeah,
chill.
Yeah, I'm medically jerking off.
Yeah, okay.
I'm still getting my my ejacs out for my.
Right. Wait, you haven't hit 30 yet?
No.
How long have you been jacking off? It's been like 3 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't for the first 2 weeks, basically.
Give me those numbers.
Yeah, no. Well, how long have you been jerking? When was the first time you jerked off?
I think last week.
So you've been going for 7 days. You haven't hit 20 or 30?
No.
Wow.
I have a job.
Pick those numbers up.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, I do too. Like, I was fucking...
It's called the bathroom, okay? Like, nobody is, filming you in the bathroom, okay?
Yeah, no one's gonna...
do whatever you want in there.
Yeah, as long as you sit down and you're not at Whole Foods, that mom who asked you to get rid of...
Tell her son to stop jacking off, yeah.
That's when he was a cook there.
Yeah.
They asked him to...
Nice.
To break up. The kid just kept going in there and cranking it and had to be like, stop it.
Please don't. No.
in the food court area, just jacking it?
No, he was in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, yeah. The mom came up. The mom came up to me and was just like, "Can you please? My son, he's in there. Please tell him to come out." And I was just like, "Oh,
he's e-jacking too hard. He's gotta stop.
No one can stop him. He's too powerful." His jack off crystal, Jo crystal, is like fully charged.
Yeah.
His jack off is over 9,000.
It's over 9,000. Yeah, he just blasted me out of there. So yeah, I couldn't stop him. I had to go find someone.
I bet he blasted you out of there.
Yeah. He gave you the old rope-a-dope.
Yeah, I looked at my Jo crystal was not even half as charged as his. So I had to go.
You've got a weak Jo crystal.
But you probably picked up a little residual charge.
Jerk off wherever. No one cares. Grow up, baby.
It's called your car. Yeah. It's called the bathroom. It's called a Walmart bathroom. It's called, the gas station bathroom.
It's called
why do you think the gas station.
Why do you think I always have so many scarves and long jackets, buddy?
Oh,
I got holes in all the pockets. Yeah.
They're all fully absorbed.
Yeah. You pay your fare. You take your cum with you. Yeah. What are they gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can they say?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I actually do know a guy. Who got kicked off the bus for jacking off on the bus. This was in Seattle. It was on Mercer Island, and they had to walk home from Mercer Island.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We lived in Shoreline.
That's like a 20-mile walk, maybe 15, 20 miles. That's
a long 20-mile walk.
He was probably waiting for the next bus, but then they opened up the thing and they're like, we heard about you.
Yeah.
we know who you are.
We know who you are. You're banned from all buses.
You're the jerk of the day.
Yeah.
His defense, he was like, there was nobody else on the bus. I didn't know they could see me. And I was like, all right, I guess that makes sense in a way.
They got those little small cameras all over those buses, though. It's like
right. I think that's how they saw him.
They want to see you.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, we got another cranker going on here. Which is crazy because I've seen people crank off on the bus all the time. So I'm like, damn, they actually kicking off for people off for that
all the time, really?
Yeah,
How often do you spend on the bus?
I mean, when I did,
you should film that happening. Yeah, Start a blog.
Yeah.
I had a guy jerking off next to me at a laundromat one time.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was he jerking to?
Nothing.
Just the clothes.
Just
yeah.
He has a clothing fetish.
Yeah, I was doing homework. Like I was in college at the time, so I was like doing my laundry and doing some homework, and he just sat next to me and just started going at it, and I was just like, wow, I should probably move. I'm not even sure if he was aware where I was even there, so he was in his own little world.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he was jerking off to you?
I just would have been like, cranking your hog, cranking your hog, down, down, cranking your hog, cranking your hog.
Just start going, come.
Or just like,
exactly.
Just start whispering things in his ear. Be like, yeah, baby, I know you like it.
Hey, pretty girl, did you go to college? Did you get a BA with all that knowledge?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Just really serenade him and just like play some Enya. Make it a really spiritual moment for him.
Ooh, yeah, Enya's good. Enya's good sex music. Yeah. If you want
to, do you really put on Enya? For sex
dude.
music?
Dude, I straight up 100%. Enya stays on while we fuck.
What about so Enya, Enigma? You got Return to Innocence in there. That's a song I want to bust in that too.
So straight up,
100%.
I had a partner who pretty much only wanted to ever fuck to Enigma.
Wow.
Yeah, not the Return to Innocence
album. Were you
album.
dating Edward Nigma?
Maybe. No, the weird thing
you really
is,
like question marks.
Nah, yeah. The weird thing is, like, she was like super hot, like a former model and shit, and just weird taste in music, man.
Right, but like, was Return to Innocence in the playlist?
Yeah, I put it on the playlist, but they liked an album that wasn't that. But I definitely put that on the fuck playlist for sure.
Were you ever fucking while Return to Innocence?
Oh, of course, 100%, many times.
Rocks,
I came to Return to Innocence.
Hey,
oh yeah, especially when I bust when the old fucking man go hey. That's actually how I come. So I just basically like sing along with him, like
you sing along,
oh, I'm done.
You've trained your brain to only respond to that.
Yeah.
So it's like it has to be on
it's
all
like
the time.
a Pavlovian, but it just makes me come.
Yeah.
It's like when it plays in a grocery store, I'm like, no, not here,
not now.
Oh, thank God I've got a long coat.
This is Target. Oh man, such a good song. What a banger.
I know.
Love to see it. If you don't know that song, you should listen to that song. Return to Innocence by Enigma.
It fucks.
It's an incredible song.
It fucks so hard.
Yeah.
And you fuck so hard to it.
Yeah. I mean, what? You're going to put that on my what? You think I fuck hard? No, dog. I fuck in a limp dick style. I'm all about that limp dick style kung fu, brother.
I fuck soft.
Yeah. I just shove it in there and hope something works. They're like, aren't you going to get on? I'm like, shh. No.
Just like, wait.
Whoa. Not here, buddy. Not. Oh, no, don't do that. I'm going to ruin my soundboard.
You're going to activate something within me.
Already did.
Yeah. This is your MK Ultra.
Oh, man, you know what you got to do? You got to play that song into like a vibrating butt plug that can like do stuff to music. You got to put Return to Innocence in there.
Oh yeah, just have a keyboard where instead of like the when you hit the notes, it does the buzz instead of like playing the music.
This is.
That would actually be a sick thing. Connect like a MIDI keyboard to a butt plug.
Yeah,
like that's got to be possible.
Or different sizes butt plugs, so they all have a different tone, and so then you can like
a butt plug keyboard. Yeah,
it's like an orchestra, dude. Yeah,
an orchestra.
Orchestra.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel that's an art project waiting to happen.
That's my favorite Pat Metheny album.
Orchestra.
Yeah.
Orchestra.
Yep. Well,
that's a deep cut. He has an album called Orchestrion. Okay, I have to explain the joke. It's a very deep cut. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We got some jazz nerds and some weird music, NPR music heads out there listening to the Powercast. I know we do.
You call Pat Metheny NPR music? You're right.
I literally first heard Orchestrion on NPR, so wow. I know he's NPR music. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's NPR core. He's NPR pilled.
Mm-hmm. Public coded.
Yeah, dude, NPR. Dude, did I tell you about my coworker who used to wear a shirt like almost every day that just said NPR AF?
That's pretty dumb.
Stupid.
Was it like stained in cum?
It sucks. No, but I don't know. I didn't look inside. Could be on the inside.
Yeah, he could be an inside cummer where he just like lifts up his shirt and just like comes on his belly and then like lets his shirt sit back down and just absorb the cum.
It's like stuck to your belly.
Well, but the thing is, there's a graphic in front of it, so you can't necessarily see the cum stain there. You just think it might be a part of a funky graphic or like a poorly pressed graphic.
Kind of like Philip Seymour Hoffman in Happiness when he's just like gluing the postcards to his wall.
Yes, exactly like Philip Seymour Hoffman in Happiness.
He just like presses it directly to the shirt to his stomach, so then it has to be peeled off. Comes second skin.
Hell yeah!
Sort of like when the caterpillars become butterflies and they have to like just like cover themselves in the fluid from their mouths. And so he was like just becoming something more beautiful.
That's what I say when I'm spitting on my subs. I'm like, I'm going to make you into a butterfly.
Yeah, you're entering your chrysalis mode. Just allow me to enter your chrysalis mode and just cover you in loads. In paper mache.
Dude, you're like Wilford Brimley in Cocoon, dude.
But if Wilford Brimley was just like covered in semen.
We've all had the thought, you know.
Oh, that's, sometimes the nights are lonely. We put on the fire, grab a cup of tea, get our favorite toy, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Think about that Wilford Brimley covered in cum.
Do you know how old he was in that movie?
He was 50 years old when he played that character, which he looked like he was like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he died at 80 years old, like several years ago. And it said he died at 80. I was just like, how fucking old was he?
Yeah.
How old was he when he was in Cocoon? I was like, it blew my mind. I was like, that motherfucker just turned 50.
He's just one of those people that has been old forever, like Leslie Nielsen and fucking Christopher Lloyd. Mm-hmm. They just feel like they've been old since we were children.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Martin, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Henry Kissinger.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Kissinger, definitely.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm. Rest in piss, baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I saw an incredible meme on the internet. Here's the meme report. You ready? Mm-hmm. Here's the meme report. Meme report saw a meme that it was a drawing of Jay and Silent Bob crying in front of a grave, and it was Henry Kissinger's grave.
That's amazing.
That rocks.
I fucking love that.
It's the best meme I've seen in a long time. I laughed a lot.
That's why there's like some like South American artist or something, and he always draws like random cartoon characters responding to the death of a random celebrity. So it's it has like Goku, like Caillou, and all these other people just like sitting around watching the TV and
man,
weeping.
Fuck Caillou.
Yeah, fuck Caillou. But it's always so funny because it's like it's like sort of like a news report almost, and how you sometimes find out someone's dead is like you find a bunch of random cartoon characters watching the TV and weeping and holding each other.
Who do you think? Who's next celebrity on your death list? Who do you think's going next?
Ooh,
it can be a politician
good question.
too.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
I like. He is like reaching a point where I think he's going to kill himself.
No.
Like, I don't know.
I think he's too much of a narcissist to kill himself.
I kind of think that, but also like he like creditors are going to take X, I think, soon. Like he
still
has Tesla. Like, I don't know.
I don't know,
SpaceX.
but
he's still wildly successful.
He's basically staying afloat through government contracts for all that stuff. But I don't know. He seems to be spiraling, and he's also like taking a fuck ton of ketamine. If you watch interviews with him, so I think either drug overdose or suicide.
I kind of doubt it. Rich people never die.
I don't know,
especially rich assholes.
I don't know. John McAfee. It was in the sort of.
Yeah, but he was way cooler.
He was assassinated.
Assassinated.
McAfee did nothing wrong.
Right.
But he also had a very public meltdown, and that was insane, and he spiraled out of control. But I mean, he could have been assassinated.
He had always been spiraled out of control. He went down to South America just to do poo-poo sex.
And fuck a whale.
Yeah, and fuck a whale. Which, whomst among us would not?
We were talking about
the blowhole.
You know? Yeah, he wanted to know about the blowhole.
He found out the blowhole is the ultimate orifice, and he was killed by the government for knowing the truth.
You know, we all know.
Dude, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
We all know Kirk did it in Star Trek 4. So,
he had the actual like key to the universe, and he was killed for it.
Right.
He was fucking killed for it. And you know, so that might be why Elon Musk. You know, I can see your argument. He might be safe because, you know, Elon Musk isn't as cool enough to go to South America and fuck a whale.
And he's not cool enough to do a drug overdose. He's not cool enough to do that many drugs.
Yeah, I don't know. He seems pretty zooted out of his mind.
No, he like goes to a doctor and is like, what's the maximum possible of this I can take? He's zooted for sure, but he's like under control, I think, in a way that I don't think like Michael Jackson was.
Well, I'm crossing my fingers. He's on my death list. I don't know. You two haven't said anything.
What about you, Spencer? Who's up on your?
Let's say. I don't know. I don't want to wish death upon anyone.
Yeah,
but I can see, you know, if we're talking politicians, literally any politician, they're all so old.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I would not be surprised if anyone died. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of celebrities, you know, I think like we're getting to the end of some dudes here for sure.
I feel like Patrick. We might see the end of Patrick Stewart, maybe Sir Ian McKellen soon. Which would be sad. That would be very sad. That'd be
sad. Those dudes are hella old, you know? They're very old.
They've been old forever.
William Shatner.
Oh, definitely William Shatner. Yeah, William Shatner is doing a few years for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. He's always so like
lively,
bloated.
Bloated but lively.
Yeah, he's bloated, but he's lively, but he seems bloated, and that's never a good sign of a health.
Eats too much salt.
Yeah, eats too much salt. So he's knocking on heaven's door, I think.
Right. He's gonna go see God, the one he killed in Star Trek 5, and he's gonna be unhappy.
But he does seem young for his age. He's like 90-something years old. And
91 or 92.
Yeah, he still seems pretty sprightly.
Yeah, pretty spry.
Yeah.
Who else?
I mean, well, you know who died today is Forrest Whitaker's ex-wife, I guess. She died. Okay. I saw that appear. I was just like,
I thought you were going to say Forrest Whitaker. I'm like, don't dare.
No. That's what I thought too.
Don't dare.
I passed by the news thing real quick, and I just saw Forrest Whitaker dead. And I was like, what? And then it's like, oh, his ex-wife, who I don't recognize from anything, died. So, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel Roman Polanski, his time has come, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, here's hoping. Yeah, Roman.
Yeah, we can always hope.
I don't know. I really think Elon Musk. Like, I think I made a good argument for that, and I think it's going to happen.
Tom Cruise. I think he's tested his luck too much. No. I think he's due up in a few years.
He's purged his body of alien ghosts. He's immortal.
Do you think he's gonna die doing some kind of crazy?
I think so.
For a Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, I do. I think he's gonna get hurt on set and like have to be put in a coma and die.
That makes sense because he is 60 years old, and you have to think like, yeah, he's doing like next level, high level stunts, and his reaction time has to be slowing. He's not like he's not like in his prime anymore. So it's just like, you can't be launching a 60-year-old man off a cliff on a motorcycle. And
I mean, it's cool.
Well, but they did that.
They definitely did.
Yeah, but I think it's going to get to a point because he's hanging on airplanes and shit and doing that stuff. So yeah, he could be on his way out.
Just Mr. Magoo in his way through.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he does have. He might have Mr. Magoo mortality or plot armor. Yeah.
Did y'all ever see the Mr. Magoo movie with Leslie Nielsen?
No.
One of the best movies I've ever seen. It's incredible. He rides a ironing board like a snowboard down a mountain.
Yep.
It's incredible. It is a fine film.
It is movie magic.
Is he in a bathrobe and was he ironing a pair of pants and then that's how it happened on a washboard?
Like basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's but guys are shooting at him that are like skiing, and he's like somehow like beating all of them. It's crazy.
Because he's blind.
It's great.
Only in the land of the sighted, only the blind man can see.
Yeah.
That's not the quote. That's not the quote at all.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably a great place for us to wrap it up. Like my dick before I go raw in a brand new hole.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah. That's I guess that's a good place for us to leave it. Thanks for hanging with us, Soiger. Oh yeah, Spencer, do you have anything to plug?
No.
Besides
but if you
your
want to follow
butthole?
me on the internet, Oh, how'd you know?
Because we all
Hashtag got him.
Hashtag butt plug.
Hashtag orificetra or whatever.
Orificetra.
No one can spell that. Yeah.
You two are musicians. Like, I don't know why you haven't made the butt plug keyboard yet.
Spencer, you're electronics man. Yeah, you could electronics it up.
Yeah, you know a lot about electronics.
Yeah.
I do.
And I know a lot about butt plugs. So, with our powers combined...
This is seriously like a peanut butter and jelly moment that's coming together.
I was going to say it's a peanut butter and chocolate situation, you know?
This is like Captain Planet, but if they had cock rings.
Yeah.
5 cock rings between them.
Why would they have cock rings?
Instead of the rings that they you know how they summon them with rings, they have cock rings instead.
I like that a lot. And they would summon like a Tom of Finland like Captain Planet.
They'd be like
that, you know?
Leather, scat, water sports, BDSM, and heart. Like, wait, heart? What is?
Yeah, heart's always included. Yeah,
because you can feel the heartbeat through the cock.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
I love that when the cock gets so hard you can like almost see it pulsating.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Anyone else who like that?
I'm sure everybody loves to hear that. Yeah.
It's good podcasting content.
We've all been there.
Captain Plug
it's some kind of content.
Captain Plug It. I love it.
I'll be Captain Plug It for a second. But if you want to follow me on the internet, I'm out there. I'm on the internet. I'm at New Metal Cult. NUMETAL. KVLT. Jesus Christ. Don't even bother. I'm not even.
New Metal Cult. If you follow Soy Trek, I think, and I don't follow him. I think he follows me. I'm not sure. You'll find it pretty easy.
Yeah.
New Metal Cult.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, you'll find it. You know. We post each other's stuff every now and again. You know.
You know.
You know.
If you know, you know.
You know. Yeah, and if you don't know, now you know. Oh, wait, I'm not in my fursuit. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't say that.
No, not out of the fursuit. No.
Yeah, dude, I said you can't say that.
This is a podcast.
You either, Pat. Jesus Christ.
It's a auditory medium. Like you can be wearing the fursuit if you really think you are.
That's true. You're wearing an audio fursuit.
I could tell people I'm wearing a fursuit, and then they'd have to believe me.
Honestly, audio fursuit would be an awesome band name.
Make that band. Do it.
It'd be like Audio Slave, but we all just wear fursuits.
Has there been an all furry band?
I'm sure there's plenty of.
I mean, I don't know if you can count like
they're not good. I'm sure.
Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle band.
Oh, Kiss.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I mean, there's a fucking like Finnish band that's like a power metal band, and they're all dinosaurs.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they're a kids band. Yeah.
I mean, Guar is practically a furry band. Yeah, Heavy-saurus. Yeah, there's Guar.
Yeah, they're a scaly band though. No, they're
That's
a scaly
true.
band. They're not a furry band.
Are they allowed to say it?
oh, hold on. Let me pull up this chart.
They're Northern Europeans, so like Clawfinger, they're definitely allowed to say it.
Oh, right, yeah. By Clawfinger logic, they're definitely allowed to say it.
Yeah, Clawfinger logic. I should get that tattoo. People will be like, "What does that mean?" And I'll be like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Well, that's a good place for us to leave it. Thanks for hanging with us, Soyagers.
Sounds good.
Thanks for hanging with us, Spencer. We really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for
coming on by.
Thanks for exposing us and school children to your penis, but also to boldly going nowhere. We appreciate that.
Yeah. I had fun watching that. Stuff. I think I might actually watch it again before I go to sleep tonight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I ended up watching it 3 times. And
wow.
I liked it all 3 times. Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Was the 3rd time the charm?
Pretty good. It was. I really understood it the 3rd time.
Hell yeah. We love to see it.
Yeah.
New doors have been opened.
Mm-hmm. New holes have been opened.
Oh, yeah.
New holes have been gaped.
Yeah. Pants have been unzipped.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Boldly going holeware.
Oh, I like that. Boldly holing nowhere. No.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, it's final. All right, well, thanks for trucking with the soy boys, girls, and other Wheatley beans.
Hang dong and shocker.
And shocker.
Soy, 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 soy. Soy, 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 soy. Soy, 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 soy,
Oh, we're still here.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're still skipping the skip.
I'm gonna
excuse me.
Ski bop bop bada pope.
Bop, bop, bada, boop. We talk about scat like every episode now. It's really concerning.
Like scat. Or
yeah,
scat,
no, like skip a dabba 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 doo bop bow. You know, that kind of scat. Yeah.
Yeah, scat's good. I mean, underappreciated, honestly.
Right. And you've heard my theory about like the timetables for the next Scatman, right? And how we're due for another Scatman.
Right, yeah. He's nigh. Yeah, yes, for sure.
Yeah. The third coming, or maybe the 4th coming of the Scatman.
Yeah.
The Scatman cometh, I should get that tattoo.
Yeah,
I should get that as a tramp stamp, the Scatman coming.
Dude, that's actually... But then people would think you're into like scat sex.
Yeah, and like getting my poop cummed on and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey girl, come on my poo poo.
Hey baby, you can call me the Scat Man. You just get slapped.
Ba 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 da boo. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's sick as fuck.
Yeah. You all excited for the Limp Bizkit Corey Feldman tour?
Dude, I'm so hyped. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, that's like 2
Riff
things.
Raff is hosting it.
I saw that. That's 3 things. That's
insane.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it coming to Seattle?
Yeah.
Auburn, yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm jealous.
White
it's
River.
not coming.
It's not coming anywhere near
me.
It's in Dallas and Houston, but not Austin.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I will drive to one of them.
Oh, that sucks. Both those places suck.
Yeah.
That's true.
My friend moved to Dallas and she hated it. I think she was losing her mind.
That'll do it.
Yeah. She's like, it takes me 3 hours just to get to work.
3 hours
Yikes.
just to get to work.